You don't know Jack. You don't know Jack.
Well, I think that's enough for today. I'm pretty well beat. What do you say we head home?
Okay, all right. So should we just leave the tools right here?
Well, yeah, we're gonna need the tools again in the morning, so we'll just leave them here.
Okay. What about my donuts? Should I take them home?
Are you gonna have more donuts tonight?
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't expect me to go to bed without my asparagus sprinkled chocolate covered jelly filled donuts.
But Greg, you've already had like 5 donuts today.
Well, those were my daytime donuts. I need my nighttime donuts now.
Okay, well then take them home along, I guess.
Oh wait, I don't need them. I forgot. I have a dozen at home because today they had the buy 10 get 1 free special.
Okay, well, listen, whatever. Then just leave them here. I'm sure you're gonna want more donuts in the morning.
Well, of course I'm going to want them in the morning. How could you expect me to start my day without my donuts? I mean, studies have shown that when a person eats a donut or 4 in the morning, that they are more likely to be happy during the day.
Well then, Greg, you should be the happiest freaking person on the face of the earth.
Good morning, young people types. I have returned. It is I, Professor Von Bachfire, and I am here again to bring you some important things to know, specifically your verse for the day. But before I get into that, I want to let you know that I am a professor, which means I am very smart. Oh, kill me. Anyway, I am very smart, and because I am smart, I have lots of thinking things going on in my brain. And one of the thinking things that I will share with you will be something that will every so often, every now and then, whatever you say, I will share with you my thought for the day. Now, my thought for the day are important things for you to know and to think about and to reflect on so that you can get, smarter like me, a professor. So, I bring you today's thought for the day. Here's the question. When they say that dog food has a new and improved taste, who tests it? That's your thought for the day. Interesting question, of course. Do they have people eat the dog food? But anyway, so let me move on. For today I am here to tell you about your verse. Today's verse comes from the book of Acts in the New Testament. Acts chapter 9, verse 21, part A. And here is what it is. All who heard Paul were amazed. They asked, "Isn't he the man who caused great trouble in Jerusalem for those who worship Jesus?" Again, Acts 9:21a. All who heard Paul were amazed. They asked, "Isn't he the man who caused great trouble in Jerusalem for those who worship Jesus?" So that is your verse for the day. And it is time for me to say goodbye. And so, in the words of my homeland, I bid you a fond choo-choo train.
Professor, the phrase is auf Wiedersehen.
Oh, I did not say that? Okay, well, I say to you, go plane.
Still not it.
No? Well, I will get it right one of these days. You have a good morning.
So did you see that show on TV? It's about people with amazing talent.
No, who was on?
Oh, they had this guy who could play Happy Birthday with his armpit. I mean, it was amazing.
Greg, that is so disgusting. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I leave my tools here last night?
What's the matter, Wilson? Forget where you left your precious... Hey, my donut! Where'd my donuts go?
Oh, Greg, I think we were robbed last night.
Oh, no. I hope it's not the donut taker. I mean, Batman didn't catch him yet.
Well, Greg, I don't remember the donut taker ever taking anything besides donuts. I don't ever remember him stealing people's tools.
Well, let me tell you, Wilson, when a person steals or goes so low as to steal another person's donuts, there's no telling what he'll do. I bet you this person is mean and ugly and has a wart on his nose and has asparagus sprinkles on his face and his hair is messy and stinky and I bet you he's just ugly.
Oh, okay. Just hold on. You know, I really don't think this was the donut taker. I bet this was the tool bandit that I was reading about in the newspaper.
Well, I don't care what his name is. Anybody that takes another man's donuts, he's got to. I'm calling back.
No. Just wait a minute, Greg. Yeah, I have an idea. Let's make up some posters and let's ask the tool bandit to bring our tools back. I mean, you never know. I mean, God might change the tool bandit's heart.
I don't know, Wilson. Anybody that stoops as low to steal another man's donuts, there's no way you can make him good again. No way, no how.
Greg, you never know who God is going to change.
Thomas was so terrible, the tractor plowing in the field one day, and he said, "My oh my, you do look funny. Where are your wheels? Are your wheels? Are your wheels? However do you move along? You really do look funny." "Don't be so rude," said Terence the tractor. "I don't have wheels like you, because my caterpillar tracks are so much better. I can go anywhere, I don't need rails like you. One day I will prove it, show you how I do it, then you will understand. Don't judge a book by its cover, make your mind up too soon. Things aren't necessarily always what they appear to be. Don't judge a book by its cover, make your mind up too soon. Never touch a book by its cover. Sure enough, one winter's day, when the snow lay deep and hard, Thomas got stuck, he was in trouble. Who do you think came along and rescued him that day? The snow didn't matter to Terence the tractor. Now Thomas understands. Don't judge a book by its cover, to make your mind up too soon. Things aren't necessarily always what they appear to be. Don't judge a book by its cover, to make your mind up too soon. Never judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover, to make your mind up too soon. Things aren't necessarily always what they appear to be. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just remember the rule. Never judge a book by its cover.
Please bring back our tools.
And donuts.
Yeah, right. So, Greg, I figure if we put up enough of these posters, maybe the tool bandit will see one and bring back our tools.
Who cares about our tools? What about the donuts?
Oh, donuts? Great, you can replace your donuts. And besides, weren't those donuts getting a little old?
Old? They weren't that old. They were only about 2 weeks old. Your tools are probably a lot older than that. Get your priorities straight, Wilson.
Well, listen, let's just go put up these signs and hope that God does a miracle.
So then this fuss bucket said, "Greg, I think you make an excellent baker."
That's not quite the way how I remember it.
Yeah.
So, hey, wait a minute. Wait, our tools are back.
And my donuts! Hey, wait a minute. He took a bite out of that one.
Oh. And look, here's a note. It says this. It says, "Dear mechanic and friend,
I'm a mechanic, too.
please forgive me for stealing your tools and donuts. I know it is wrong to steal, And when I read your poster, I felt really bad. I decided to give back your tools and not to steal any more. I hope you can forgive me. Sincerely, Tool Bandit. Oh, and there's a P.S. P.S. What kind of gross donut was in that box anyway? I almost threw up. Did you hear that, Greg? I mean, God performed a miracle. I mean, he turned the Tool Bandit into a nice guy.
I don't think he's very nice. He called my donut gross. But wait a minute, maybe his taste buds don't work. Maybe I can pray to ask God to make his taste buds work right.
No, Greg. I don't think that's right. I think his taste buds are working just fine. Listen, kids, today's point is you never know who God is going to change.
So say there's this kid at school who's always picking on you, and he's mean, and you think he's always going to be mean. But you don't know who God is going to change. Don't give up on that person.
Yeah, I mean, we always think that bad people are always going to stay bad people. I mean, think of the Tool Bandit, for example. But God can sometimes change people in miraculous ways. There's a story in the Bible about a guy named Saul. And Saul hated Christians. In fact, he hated them so much he would hunt them down just so he could kill them. But God changed Saul.
Yeah, he really changed him. He changed his name from Saul to Paul. Paul became a Christian and told everybody about Jesus. So he really became like the people he used to kill. Now that's really changing someone.
That's right. So listen, kids, no matter how mean someone is to you, don't give up on them. Because you never know who God is going to change.
You don't know Jack.
Okay, so we got more questions for Greg and Wilson. So let's read some of them.
Okay, yeah, they're out of that little box. Remember, you're supposed to put them in the box, and we answer them sometimes, right? Okay,
Okay.
so let's see. It says, this is from Miles. What is Greg's favorite food? Miles, you must not be paying enough attention at Ignition and ATU. So I need you to stop picking your nose and start paying attention. And I think you'll be able to answer this really soon.
We'll give you one guess. Okay, so Cora writes, Greg, what are you afraid of? Monkey snot.
And Cora also writes, Wilson, what are you afraid of? One-legged chickens with a little red thing on top and the big fluffy tail feathers. Yeah, very scary.
If they got monkey snot on them.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
terrible.
All right. So we have two questions that are very similar. One says, Greg and Wilson, what do you do when you get mad?
And the other one says, Greg, what do you do when you're angry? I storm up even though I know I'm not supposed to. How do I stop that? That's from Alethea.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to answer that one?
Well, Alethea, whenever you're really angry, it's smart to stop and think about why you're angry. And usually it's not something to get really angry about. So whenever you stop and you think about it and you realize that you're getting angry over something really silly, instead of storming up into a big storm cloud, become a little fluffy white little cloud.
Yeah, a little cloud. Yeah, not a big storm, not a snowstorm, rainstorm, thunderstorm.
Fluffy.
Just a little fluffy. Yep, like a puppy.
Yeah.
Puppy.
That's what I would do.
Yep.
Okay. And then Alethea also
Wow, you're very
writes-
busy writing these questions.
Yeah, you're thinking. Why? Apparently not too much though, because these questions. Why do we have name tags? Why can't we just say our names? Well, Alethea, what if you forget your names?
Yeah, you guys don't know your names. I mean, none of you know your names. Yeah, he doesn't even know his name half the time. So there you go. There you have it, kids. Those are some other profound answers for your very deep and serious questions. We hope you enjoyed them.
You don't know Jack. You don't know Jack.
Okay, kids, we want you to take a look at this picture and tell your teacher what you think it means.
Okay, so this picture is telling us that things or people may look one way on the outside, but may be completely different on the inside.
Okay, let's take this guy for example. This guy likes to sing. What kind of music do you think he likes to sing? And what about this kid? Do you think he can dance? What kind of music do you think he dances to?
The way she came into the place, I knew right then and there. There was something different about this girl. The way she moved, her hair, her face, her lines, divinity in motion.